Can somebody explain to me how the baby mamas is doing better than the dads and they got the kids? What is going on in the nation that the moms with the children, the custodial parents, are doing better than the parent that don't got the kids? The mom is taking family vacations with the kids. Just her and the two kids is at Disney World. And the dad is like, I ain't got it. When she asked for $50 for graduation. What is going on? The mothers are doing everything and thriving, and the dads is just trying to get by every week. And I do not understand. Moms literally have daily expenses. I mean, every single day they are spending money on providing for the children that they created with this other person who can't even give them $20 when they ask, can I get some gas money to take our kid to school?
Yeah, that's a crazy filter. Like her face keeps on like doing this like thing where I don't know if you guys saw it.
To take our kid to school. I ain't got it. How are men acting like their life is so much harder than the women who got children attached to their daily lifestyle? Like, what? Somebody make sense. No, if it makes sense, please, somebody just tell me. Like, I really want to know.
If you really want to know, I'm about to explain it. This is a very, very, very common conversation that's had. And the simple answer is when it comes to particularly Black women, they are reproducing with the same small group of men. These men aren't usually typically financially stable. These men typically have multiple baby moms and children.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
The responsible ones are staying far away. And it also seems like a lot of Black women are staying far away from choosing those men to father their children. Now, the question, of course, is why? Because from her perspective, she's looking around and saying, wow, why are all the fathers that these women are reproducing with struggling financially? And they don't seem like they're competent enough to take care of themselves, and they can never contribute in many cases. What's wrong with them? When the real question should be, why are the majority of Black men single and childless? And why are you picking the ones you can't build and financially take care of your children with? Why are you picking those men over the responsible men? It's a reflection on your choices and the men you let between your legs. Plain and simple. You ask for the truth, that's the truth. I'll let another woman tell it. Here was a video I released a while back, and this is what she had to say. Check it out.
I 100% disagree, and I'm going to show you. So coincidentally, it was like this trend going around on Facebook for women to drop pictures of their deadbeat baby daddies. And so let's just go through a couple of them and see if any of them gave active father. Let's just play a game, okay? So what about this gave active daddy? I just want to know. Like, and a lot of these men have multiple baby mamas. I'm talking 3+. Okay. What about this gave longevity, long-term relationship, marriage, commitment?
Right.
Active dad. What about this photo? Please tell me. Because us normal folks with brains, we can look at this photo and like, yeah, absolutely not. There's no way y'all looked at some of these pictures and some of these men and was like, yeah, he's gonna make a great father for sure. There's no way. You will not lie to me. You will not lie to me. Absolutely not. Like, what gave active dad? Like, tell me.
So she's saying there are other women on Pinterest who also shared their deadbeat fathers. And the question is, are you surprised? How are you surprised if you are?
Like, to us normal folk, this is not a shocker.
Right.
This is not a shocker. I just don't understand. What could these men have told you to make you assume that they were going to be present active dads? Because none of this give great father. Like, I don't understand. A lot of y'all were not manipulated. You weren't scammed. Y'all just messed around with losers unprotected and thought you were going to get an active dad somehow. Like, just look at the type of men you're sleeping with. Look at the quality of men you're sleeping with, and you thought you were going to get an active dad.
Listen, man, and I've said this before. You guys think the women out here doing this are, women who are not respectable and such. No, these would be respectable women, man. These would be women who have college degrees. They'll be strong, boss, independent women And you look at them and be like, so who's the father of your child? And it's like, this seems like an obviously highly intelligent, good looking, sharp, and caffeinated man, obviously. So let's check out a few of these comments, see what the people have to say. You know, I should read a few of those comments from this video. We're just going to read these. All right, top comment here says, God does not bless anyone who does not take care of their kids. Man, they love using that scripture when it's convenient, right? Never mind why were you getting your cheeks clapped consecutively from various men before marriage? None of that, and probably still are. None of the responsibility on them. Somebody else who says, because failure is not an option. I mean, no, it's not an option. It's guaranteed in most cases for the young men who are being raised by single moms. Statistically, they are disadvantaged, right? For them, it's like, as long as he's alive by the end of it, doesn't matter where he ends up. More likely to go to jail than he is college if he does not have a father. True stat. Somebody else here says, because we was never the problem. The dodging of accountability. Somebody else here responded back and says, what about the problem of choosing quality men? Of course. Let's see the responses. This person here, a woman says, why can't the men just be quality men? I ain't got any kids, but still doomed. You don't have kids, but you're here just for the sisterhood. And he responded and says, that's not how life works. I have no kids, but it's still my responsibility to put in the work to ensure that I choose a quality woman. If you choose a loser, that's your fault. Choose better. This woman says, you funny. Black men have no quality. 15 likes. Here's somebody else who says, what about men who pretend to be something they're not? Then vet them with the men around you. You see, there was a time when a young man couldn't trick a woman so easily. You know, and if you really think about it, that economy that was set up, that structure worked very, very well. Today, if a man has a good mouthpiece, he can paint a picture of the type of person he is. He can say, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I've got this going on. I'm working on this business. If you have a father who can decipher bullshit, or a man in your house who can decipher when somebody's bullshitting you, and you ask them straight up, what do you think? They will be honest. Well, we do a good job of picking our own men. Doesn't look like it. Now, men are able to lie to women and they'll believe them, especially after being sexually involved. Now her head's all messed up. And they're able to feed sweet nothing. Things that they couldn't get away with before. She's not thinking straight. She goes on to say the results show the lie. Women are thriving and men are falling behind. The male loneliness epidemic shows women are choosing better by choosing to be alone. My goodness. Here's somebody else that says single moms doing better than everybody. Psh, come on. That's not what don't make me do it, but now I got to, because this is like, they don't believe the data and facts, right? Miss Coffee, how do single mothers fare compared to, and we're talking about from an economic standpoint, compared to everyone else? I can't believe I have to do this.
All right, honey. Grab your mug and let's talk numbers and real life dollars.
Yes,
the
ma'am.
big picture. Income. So the typical single mom household brings in a little over $50,000 a year. Married couples with kids, they're making closer to $100,000. Single fathers do a bit better than moms, averaging around $70,000. And interestingly, women without kids earn more than single moms too, about $65,000.
So worse than everybody's, what it sounds like.
That's because they can work longer hours and don't have to spend so much on childcare. Now let's talk poverty. Roughly 1 in 4 single moms lives below the poverty line. That's 4 times higher than married parents. And even moms above that line often feel broke when you factor in rent, inflation, and the cost of raising kids. Wealth? The average single mom household has a net worth of just $15,000. Compare that to married couples, who are sitting at around $170,000. That means one unexpected bill, a car repair, a medical emergency, can wipe out everything she has.
Sheesh.
Home ownership is rough too. Only about 40% of single moms own a home. Married couples with kids, around 80%. That gap exists because it's harder to qualify for a mortgage on one income with tighter credit.
Right.
Debt hits harder. Childcare costs can be more expensive than rent in some cities. On top of that, student loans and credit card debt stack up quickly, Why does this gap stay so wide? One income has to stretch for two people. Childcare costs thousands per year. Taking time off for pregnancy or sick kids slows down career growth. And let's not forget the wage gap. Women still earn less than men overall. But there's hope, sweetheart. Single moms with college degrees earn a lot more than those without. Remote work and gig jobs are giving moms more flexibility. And in some states, better tax credits and free preschool are helping ease the load. So here's the bottom line. Single mothers face the steepest financial challenges out of all parenting groups. But every smart money move, every helpful policy, and every step forward helps.
So there you go. Now, this is also part of the problem, right? Is that people are so devastated by the truth. They're so devastated by the sound of truth brewing that instead of thinking, hey, let me not be selfish and make this about me, let me not get offended and think like, oh, that's not nice, it's the reality. Maybe a younger person is watching this and they are going to move differently because the facts are facts and you get to choose. And sure, if the bar and level that you're comparing yourself to are what we were seeing here with these examples, right? That's not a great bar to compare yourself to. That's it, guys. Of course, I'm curious to know what you think. Moving on.